In 2010, experienced Pokemon players' lives were changed by the creation of a new set of rules that made the game more difficult and more entertaining for hardcore fans. This was the beginning of the phenomenon that is the Nuzlocke Challenge. Created by Franco, who was a student at UC Santa Cruz at the time, he wanted to make the Pokemon experience more interesting, so he played through Pokemon Ruby with 2 additional self-imposed rules to spice things up. These rules being, you may only catch the first Pokemon encountered in each route, and any Pokemon that faints is considered dead and may not be used for the rest of the run. He dubbed this new set of rules Pokemon Hard Mode. In addition to his playthrough of the game, he created a webcomic that detailed the adventure and gave personality to the player character and the Pokemon he caught. The first Pokemon he caught was a Seedot, who he decided to give the likeness of John Locke, a character from ABC TV show Lost. Eventually, that Seedot evolved into a Nuzleaf, and thus the fan-dubbed Nuzlocke Challenge was born. Is it Nuzlocke or Nuzlocke? I'm not totally sure. Either way, since its inception, players have attempted their own Nuzlocke challenges, sometimes succeeding, sometimes failing miserably, but each time there was always a story to tell. People often included a comic series or thread to document their story, and shared it with the world, inspiring others to partake in their own Nuzlocke adventure. It became common practice to have all of the caught Pokemon nicknamed, and if the player whited out, it would be considered a game over.
Game over!
In the last 9 years since its creation, on top of the standard 2 rules, many players also began to put their own twists on the format, making additional rules to either make the game more difficult or interesting. Some common variants include the Egg Lock, where every caught encounter is traded in for an egg that's been generated at the beginning of the run. The Wonder Lock, where caught encounters would be wonder traded online, so you never knew what you're actually going to get. And the Tag Lock, where you play through the run in an almost relay race style manner, where a player tags off to another one after a certain amount of time, or after a gym or specific in-game event. With so many different ways to play Pokemon now, a player is much less likely to become bored. Some of the advantages of the Nuzlocke are higher stake battles, using Pokemon you may not have ever used or liked in the past, as well as sometimes having to play the game more creatively in order to get past certain challenges. By limiting your resources and providing major consequences to your actions, the game becomes less trivial and adds new depth to it. So, is playing a Nuzlocke the best way to play Pokemon? Well, for some people, including myself, it just might be. We have to remember that the end goals of a Pokemon game are as follows: to be the best trainer in the region, and to catch them all and complete the Pokedex. If you're playing a Nuzlocke, you may be able to beat the champion, but there's absolutely no way for you to complete the Pokedex. If you're someone who plays Pokemon for the collecting aspect, a Nuzlocke may not be for you. Or if you play to relieve stress, well, then a Nuzlocke's definitely not for you. However, if you're someone who enjoys a challenging game and likes to have their limits tested, if you haven't played a Nuzlocke yet, you should definitely try it. Personally, I can't play vanilla Pokemon anymore, and I have to add some sort of challenge to the game if I'm going to have any fun playing it, and the Nuzlocke is the perfect way to add challenge to the game. Whether it be a clutch instance of your Pokemon living on 1 or 2 HP, or a fatal critical hit to your starter Pokemon, these moments are only made more severe by the imposed rules of the Nuzlocke. Some Pokemon games are harder to Nuzlocke than others, most notably the original Red and Blue, the remakes Fire Red and Leaf Green, Platinum, Black and White 2, and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Literally because of Ultra Necrozma. I mean, this thing's actually unbeatable without losing any Pokemon unless you go in with a concrete, foolproof strategy. Now, welcome to the segment of the video where we run down some notorious Nuzlocke Demons in the Pokemon series. A bit I like to call, Hey Player, Screw You! Misty's Starmie, the stray Doug trio in Diglett's Cave that for some reason is level 31 and has arena traps, so you can't run even if you want to. Sabrina's Alakazam. Of course, Whitney's Miltank. Morty's Gengar. Lance's 3 Dragonites. Flannery and her Sunny Day Torkoal. Tate and Liza. Juniper's Skuntank. Lucian's Alakazam. Cynthia. Yep, her whole team. Lenora's Watchog. Ghetsis' illegal-ass Hydreigon. I mean, seriously, like, this thing shouldn't be evolved. Brains and Brawn, Frankensly's Machoke, and Mr. Mime. Shout out for being the only non-boss trainers to make this list, guys. Good on you. Ilima's Smeargle. House Alolan Raichu, Totem Salazzle, Totem Lurantis, Totem Ribombee, critical hits, literally any Pokemon with Explosion, Wobbuffets, Wild Wobbuffets, trainers with Wobbuffets, literally any Wobbuffet at all. Be careful out there, Nuzlockers. If you choose to impose this set of rules on yourself, you have to be ready to experience the pain and the suffering that inevitably comes with it. And that concludes this segment I like to call, Hey Player, Screw You! But in retrospect, that pain and suffering you've endured comes a sense of accomplishment and reward, unparalleled to anything that you might have felt otherwise in a Pokemon game. And that is the Nuzlocke Challenge. The Nuzlocke is my personal favorite way to play Pokemon, and I plan on blind Nuzlocking Sword and Shield when they come out, even though I don't know how it's going to work with the wild area and how routes and encounters are going to work, but we'll see, we'll figure it out. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that you learned something or had a laugh or whatever. Leave me a like and hit that subscribe bell for more videos just like this one. Till next time.